And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
And the Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Makes the grab, it's Wilson. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Gators in the hurry-up. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And what a start for this guy. That's now his 2nd interception in the first quarter of this game. He has been an absolute ball hawk in this thing early, and the quarterback would do well to stop throwing his way the remainder of this game.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Great job being physical in the middle of the defense. Goal line situation, 3rd down, nowhere for the runner to go in the middle of the field, so he tries to use his speed to bounce it, but this ain't high school. This defense has the ability to pursue and chase and get him down.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Fires downfield. He's got it. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The run from the shotgun. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for
the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here comes the Texas offense. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. He wants to take the top off. It's caught. Running free. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Dropping back, it's Bagway. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Touchdown, Texas! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. Nevada is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week. but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 4 over Fresno State. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Jackson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Here comes the heat. He fires one deep down the right side. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He might want another play. Scanning the field, it's Lagway. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one off.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The play action fake. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They'll operate out of split backs. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A strike downfield. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead and largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period, first down here. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got an open man. Turning it on. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Knocked down, but not before. He gets the first down after recovering the fumble.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get Hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
This time on target. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that throw route.
Got his man downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds. downs, and he has the first down.
Well, in that kind of situation, in that field position on your own side of the field, 3rd and short, defense was definitely thinking run. And instead, they throw the football. They catch him off guard. It's an explosive play, now setting up 1st and goal.
Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
42, Florida, 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He holds it in, and nobody's close. There he goes to the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gator!
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
And the kicking team's going to call a timeout. They are way down, and they'll try to cut into it by getting this onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the 2nd quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Wants to throw. It's Manning. Looking deep. Hits him in stride at the 10. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quick strike complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Wants to throw it. Wide out trying to get it in. And they will score. Touchdown, Texas.
Number 1.
Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
49, Florida, 7.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. From inside the 15, here's the return. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line.
First and 10.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Looking downfield, it's Flagway. Fires one high and deep. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
I mean, some people just have a knack for the football, and he's one of those guys, and he just gets the swat right there, but he's in the top 10 in the nation in interceptions for a reason. Just such a great feel for the passing game and where guys are. It's fun to watch him play defense.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Bringing the heat. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive, you want to take chances, and you touch.
Do you talk? Hello. I guess you're ask. I'll wait low.